What does PRO stand for? That's a great question. So let's take a look. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with our principal, Mrs. Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about a new thing that we're going to be seeing a lot in the halls in our classrooms called PRO, being a pro. Mrs. Johnson, I have no idea what this means. Can you please enlighten us what PRO is?
So, being a CMS Pro means that you'll be positive and prepared, respectful and responsible, on time and on task. And the reason that we're going to be discussing this is to provide clear expectations for students as to how they can be successful at school.
So, that sounds interesting. So, let's take a look and find what some teachers, staff members, and students think about these particular characteristics.
I think that sounds fantastic.
A positive attitude will help you be successful in whatever you choose to do for the rest of your life.
Positivity is like a good chain reaction around the world.
This. Happy thoughts produce happy feelings.
You having positivity can affect other people's attitudes towards to other people.
Being positive ensures you're going to have a fabulous day at school.
Positivity will make you and the people around you work harder.
Listen up, kids. Positivity is important. You know why? Positive numbers are a lot easier to work with than negative numbers. Don't be negative. Don't be difficult.
Okay, everyone, to be a pro, you have to be prepared. That means bringing your supplies to class. That means having a good attitude, being prepared to learn for the day. So be prepared and be a pro.
You need to be prepared to charge your Chromebook at night so you can do your schoolwork the next day.
I guess for me, the importance of being prepared is knowing that I am ready to go. So I need to be mentally prepared and I need to be physically prepared. So everything is set up and I know what's happening. What about you, Ms. Bennett?
Your day always goes better when you have some sort of plan with how you're going to be successful. And so if you wait until the activities are happening to bother planning for them, it's not going to go well. Just like you guys with your homework, if you don't do your homework, you don't study, you're not going to be prepared to do well in class.
Being prepared like Ronaldo mentally and physically.
Okay, so students, being prepared means that you are in class when the bell rings. You're prepared because you have your Chromebook, you have it charged, you have your assignments ready to go, they have been turned in, or they are out and ready to start working. You're prepared and ready to learn.
Be prepared to have your school supplies so you can do your work.
Being responsible is doing your homework and turning it in on time.
Being responsible means doing what you're told when you're asked to do it.
Hey guys, it's Miss C. One of the importance about being responsible is by having your Chromebook charged. Most of your teachers do all of their assignments online, and if you don't have it charged, then you won't be able to participate in class, which means you'll be falling behind on assignments. So it's being responsible by making sure the things and the materials you need are there.
Good morning, Centennial Middle School. So we're talking about being a pro, and it's important to be responsible and on task. Recuerden, el perezoso trabaja doble.
respect, you can just walk down the hallway politely and orderly, making sure that you are staying out of other people's way, as well as watching your surroundings. And in the bathrooms, you are going in, doing your business, coming out, and not destroying or vandalizing anything, and just doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I show respect to people by dancing.
Being respectful to others makes a safe learning environment.
One way you can show respect is by not talking when the teacher's talking.
An example of respect is shaking an opponent's hand after a game.
An example of respect is thanking all of your parents for taking you to activities like soccer tournaments.
So what do you think about respect, Miss Allen?
I think it's important. If we're going to work together at all, we want to treat everybody the way we want to be treated. It just makes life so much nicer.
Being on time is a valuable life skill because it shows that you're respectful of other people's time and the things that they have to do and say. So as a coach, I tell my players that if you're early, you're on time, you're late, and if you're late, you're left. Which that means that if you're early, you're showing me and your teammates that you want to be around and you want to do the things we have to do that day. If you're on time, you kind of want to be there, but you don't really want to do anything extra. And if you're late, you're just left out for the day.
All right, so the importance of being on time, I think goes hand in hand with the R in pro for respect. When you're on time, you're showing respect for other people's times. And I know, like, I personally, even if I'm meeting a friend and I'm 5 minutes late for lunch, I feel horrible, I get sweaty because I'm not being respectful of my friend's time.
Okay, be on time so you don't miss anything.
Be on time to your classes so that you're ready to learn.
You can be on time by being early to school to be ready to learn.
I slipped in.
What's the importance of being on time?
Really?
I tell my students that school is like a race. You know, first of all, if you want to get good grades and be successful, number one, you have to start. Very important. Number two, you got to stay on task. Notice Usain Bolt didn't stop in the middle of his race and look around and goof off. He stayed on task and kept on. And finally, he finished. He crossed the finish line. When you started, you've been on task, then turn in your work. Those are all connected to being on task.
I think being on task means doing your work so you don't fall behind on it.
It's important to stay on task so that you can get all of the stuff that you gotta get done, so you don't have to worry about it later. You can have fun later, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Being on task means being focused and not distracted.
What does prepared mean? Being prepared is having your Chromebook charged and your materials for class.
What does positive mean?
Positive means be nice, be loyal, and don't be toxic to people. Don't be just positive to other people. Also be positive to yourself.
What does responsible mean?
Being responsible means that you are getting on class on time and having your Chromebook charged.
What does respectful mean?
Being respectful means that you are listening to instructions and respecting anything/anyone.
What does on time mean?
On time means wake up on time for school, don't be late for the bus, and be on time for class.
What does on task mean?
Follow the rules, do your work, and stay on task.
Good job.
Hey, Mr. Fletcher, what are you doing?
I'm hanging up my pro poster because I'm a pro.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the mathematical probability of all CMS students obtaining the position of a pro?
I think it's really low, actually. It's actually is.
No,
I think it is. Like, look at the decimal.
Okay, so look, right? No.
Hide it, come on.
No,
Right there.
no.
No, it is not that.
This is wrong.
I think we should. What? 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 100%.